Hello everyone, this is our house vacuum cleaner. It's a Dyson, it's battery operated, and we've had this now for about 5 years. It was quite expensive when we first bought it, so expensive that we ummed and ahed whether to get one or not, but in the end we did. Anyway, it's been brilliant. It works really well. Well, over the last year or so, the endurance of the battery has been slowly reducing, and then last week, you've guessed it, it packed up altogether. Now, I looked on the Dyson website, and this is actually called a V6 handheld battery operated vacuum. The price of the battery is quite expensive. I looked again on other websites, and you can get pattern batteries for them for half the price. But I thought this has been so good, what I decided to do is replace it with the proper battery. So I looked on the website and found the battery pack, ordered it, and yesterday, ta-da, this box arrived. And I'm hoping this is the right battery for our vacuum cleaner here. Now, how do we replace the battery? Well, I've looked on the website and they showed me the right way, and that's what I'm going to show you. Right, the first thing we can take off is the accessory here. So we just press the button there, that clips and that comes out. Put that to one side. The next thing we can take out, this blue circle on the top, that's actually the filter. So we just pull that out. Now, the next thing we want to do is the refuse collector. The dust collector here needs to, first of all, the bottom needs to be emptied, and then this comes off of the main body of the vacuum. Now, the first thing we want to do is undo the bottom plate here. Now, that hinges from the front and it's unlocked by a clip that's in here that's operated by this red sleeve. Now, this is quite difficult to push down and you need two thumbs. So I've used my thumb on this side, thumb on the other side, and now but keep fingers under here to stop this popping out and then just dropping all the rubbish. So I push down with my two thumbs and that's unclipped. And now this is a normal way of emptying the rubbish out. I've already emptied this, so there's nothing falling out, or very little falling out. The next thing we want to do is the dust collector tube. This piece here has got to come off. Now that's clipped on with the same shroud here. So what we're going to do is push that down with our thumbs again, a little bit harder than last time, and that happens. And now the tube has come away from the main body of the vacuum just here. So if I grab hold of this and pull it forward, you can see it comes forward. There's a clip up here which is holding at the moment. Just pull it around like this, and then that comes off, and now we can carry on and then pull that down. The battery pack just here is held in place by two screws. One is in the rear of the handle here. The other one is at the front of the battery, and it's just there. Now, they're both number 1 posi drives and they are not that tight. So push it in, unscrew the screw, and then bring out. There's one screw. I'll put that on the desk, spin it round, and the other screw is just here. Screwdriver in, loosen it off, and then remove it. So they are the two securing screws. With those both out, we can now take hold of the battery and simply pull it down. The battery is now away from the vacuum. Now this, I hope, is a new battery pack. You undo the box, and there is a piece of paper in here showing there's a whole load of different telephone numbers depending on which country you're in. Oh, that's nice. We have an envelope here with Dyson written on it. This is going to be the instructions, and there's two brand new screws to hold the battery in place. There is a packet of silica gel, so we can take that out, and then in here lift. The last thing is the battery itself inside this piece of cardboard, and push those down like that, and here is our new battery. And what we can do is put that next to the one that came out just to make sure it's the same size, which it is exactly the same. Excellent. Let's put our new battery back in the vacuum cleaner. I've cleaned out the aperture where this part of the battery goes up into the handle of the vacuum. I actually blasted it out with an airline to make sure that it was all clear of dust, and the terminals are clean. So we simply put the battery back into the handle of the vacuum, push together like that. And now the next thing to do is fit one of the screws. Now I'm using the new screws that came with it. They're both the same. So the one that fits in the back here and the one that sits in the front are both the same type of screw. That goes in. I will screw it up, but not tight, just so it's reached the end of its thread. And now do the same in the front here, where I will just hold that like that. Put the screwdriver in the head of the screw, and there we go. The screw is tight, but not too tight. Well, I should say it's reached the end of its thread, so the head has just started to bind against the top of the hole here. So that is the battery installed. With the battery now clipped in place, let's see if there is any charge in there. All we need to do is press the trigger here. Oh, there is. That's excellent. So there is some charge in there. We're still going to have to run through the charge cycle anyway, but that's nice to know that there is a little bit of charge in the battery. The next thing we need to do is put the dust collector back on. Now, the dust collector, it sits, or it clips on this lip here, right at the front first. Now, the front is here, and there is an aperture there that the clip fits in. So the first thing we do is bring this up, clip that on the front like that, and then push it in at the back, and it's just fallen straight in. So that is now clipped in place. The next thing we do is push the bottom up, so that clips like that. And now the vacuum cleaner dust collector is back. The seal is as it should be round the bottom here. So there's just two more things to go on. The first is the attachment, which we took off right at the beginning, like that. And the last thing is the filter. And there we are. And it works. Next thing we've got to do is just charge it up to make sure that we've got a full charge in this battery. The vacuum is now fully charged, and its endurance is back to as it was when it was brand new. So this has been a complete success, and as you can see, it's a fairly simple job to change these batteries. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, can you please give it the big thumbs up? It won't cost you a penny, and it's really good for the channel. Could you do something like this? Of course you can. And with that, this video is at an end. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time.